Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly focus for the week of June the 24th. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Absolutely. We'll go right to the cards and see what they have to say for your journey forward this week, Sag. Okay, made a mess out of that deck, didn't I? Underlying energy. Okay, our underlying energy this week, Sagittarius, is the Four of Swords. Rest, recuperate. Take time for yourself. You're allowed. Do you know what you do for everybody else in the world? Take time for you. To rest, to recuperate, to rejuvenate yourself, to strengthen yourself. Maybe through meditation, prayer, sitting in quiet, sitting in a solitude, or maybe it's you just get out in nature and you just break away from the hustle and bustle of the busyness of everybody going everywhere all the time, busy, 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 because we pick up on that energy. And yes, Sages, you do feed off that energy a little bit. You like that experience for the most part, the majority of you, because you feel the energy and you absorb it quite easily, empath or not. But there's times when you need to break away. You need to get out in nature, just in solitude. Just sit quietly with your thoughts. Okay, allow yourself to heal. Self forgiveness. You're not the only ones to get self forgiveness in your reading this week, so it is kind of a blanket kind of energy. This was originally portrayed as the warrior coming off the battlefield, having been through the fires, been through the chaos, been through the struggles, the sorrows, the the courage you had to muster, the strength you had to muster in order to get you to the here and now. And this is when you come home, okay? So there could be something here about your foundation, your home, your dwelling, your family is something that's strong and stable. So maybe there's work to be done in that area for you. But it's also about taking care of you, okay? Wanting to bring in the happiness and the joy and the giggles and the laughter and the love and the romance, and allowing yourself to be creative and allowing your self expression to flow. So take the time to rest, take the time to recuperate, because when you stand up and walk out that door, that sun is going to hit you. That warmth, that vitality is going to be downloaded as you start towards a brand new tomorrow. Okay, first card here, the Eight of Cups. Many things stand in our way when it comes to limitations, when it comes to obstacles. One of the hardest things to walk away from, though, is some of the things that we have grown used to. We rely on them. They're part of our day to day routine. Have you ever gone away and you haven't had a shower in like 3 or 4 days, and you're like, oh, first thing I'm going to do? Are you traveled for a long period of time and you just feel yucky, right? What would you do if you don't have your shower? You don't feel as great about yourself, because we come to rely on that being able to bathe every day kind of thing for the majority of us, right? Running water is not a problem for the majority of us. So, or you didn't have water to brush your teeth, or to make a kettle of hot water, or to make a soup, or, if water was. So, the things that we love, now I'm not telling you that you have to walk away from water. You have to, turn off the water in some way. I'm telling you that we come to rely on a lot of things in our lives. They're probably bad examples, but, I don't practice for this and I don't edit. So, what I say is what I say. So hopefully you're grasping the message and I'm not making this clear as mud for you. But this is more about walking away from those things that we've grown to appreciate in our lives, or we just have in our lives. We just do it because we do it. We don't think about it. We don't think about making a thermos of coffee before we go to work instead of going through the drive through. on the way there, on the way home, maybe at lunchtime or a break. But we know that we need to save some money in order to step into that course, or to make that investment, or just to put the roof over your head and food in the fridge, for goodness sakes. But you don't think of it anymore. And so it's about stopping and looking at some of your habits and your behaviors and what's really supporting you. What's really allowing you to go forward, and where are you allowing those things to slow you down? Okay, maybe you have a routine. Okay, maybe you have a routine where you get up in the morning and you have a coffee, you get out your phone, you check your emails, your social media, see if anybody messaged you in some way. Was there any phone calls you missed throughout the night? You might go on, scroll through a couple things like Facebook, the news, the weather. You might play a game or two, and then, well, you got to get going for the day. So now you're, oh my gosh, I'm running late because I played that game. Oh my gosh, that game is horrible. And so now you're rushing around, so you have to stop and say, okay, my morning routine isn't working for me, because I should be out that door in plenty of time from the time I woke up. So what am I really doing with my morning activities? Well, first of all, you shouldn't be grabbing your phone. Your phone should be like the last thing you look at, okay, for your morning routine. So, and I've grown to put my phones far away. And I know for a while there, my friends, when I first retired, were very upset because they couldn't get a hold of me, right away. They'd text me and I didn't text back, and they messaged me because I would leave my phone in my bedroom, and then I would go out and do everything that I was going to do for the day, and I didn't look at a phone. And because a lot of my job was constantly seeing if I'm getting an email, if I'm getting a message, is there something I got to relay to a team or a store. So I don't know where I was even going with that. Why was I talking about this, guys? So putting my phone away. Okay, the phone is not a good thing for you. You want to get up in the morning, maybe go potty, maybe grab a glass of water, go back to bed and sit there. Couple of deep breaths and just think about your day forward. What are some of the things that you want to accomplish? What are some of the things that you want to do? And see yourself completing them with a harmony, with a mastery, is what I'm hearing. Just watch yourself and just be in awe of just how great you are and what you're doing and how beautiful you are. And you're not hiding yourself to make somebody feel better, or you're not shadowing a part of yourself because you don't want them to know that part of you, but it's a part of you that other crowds get to know. It's about allowing your self-expression to come out, to not hold it back at all. Prioritize your self-expression. That has nothing to do with this card, so I don't know why I'm even talking about that. But obviously, somebody's angels and guides are working very strongly right now to get that message across. And if you're a Sagittarius, maybe there's a lot of angels and guides right now talking to us all about stuff like that. So looking, I have to. I don't know why I'm getting this rest and recuperation kind of thing maybe in here, where we just need to take some time for ourselves. Okay, out of 24 hours, you are allowed 5 minutes. Come on. So, get up, go potty, grab a glass of water, have a couple of sips to hydrate yourself. Because when we meditate, or when we go within, when we lower our vibration, so to speak, or not really lowering, going into a lower vibration, right? Like an alpha kind of thing. And we can do that first thing in the morning so well because our brains are coming out of sleep. So we're not wired for productivity yet. So you don't want to just get down and you're going to do the dishes. You're going to fill that dishwasher first thing in the morning all the time now, or you're going to vacuum really fast before anybody gets up, and that's what you're going to do. You don't want to do the work. This is a wonderful thing for you to take notes on. It has nothing to do with your reading, and I don't know why I'm sharing it with you in a reading, except maybe it's vitally important for you to start to look at the very beginning of your day of what you want to step into. Your choice. Okay? Your individuality. Especially if you're in a relationship, because you're also going to be looking then at how to grow that balance of your independence of who you are and who you are within that relationship. Okay, we're just going to pick another card here because I could go all day on just talking about your morning routine with you. Give yourself 5 minutes. Set a timer, 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes in the morning. When you're already in that kind of alpha state, it is the best time to plan your day. You will have much more energy for the day. You'll get more things accomplished for the day. More things will go your way for the day. Watch the magic come in. Okay, leave me a comment, okay, on how that's working for you, okay? Try it out and then come back, please, and let us know how it's changed, because it can change everything like that. It really can. Look at that. And I say you can change everything like that. Look at our next card here is the happily ever after. We start looking at the big picture. We start seeing at what we really desire, we really want, what intentions we want to put up, the things that we want to work towards, our joy, our fulfillment. And not only our joy, our fulfillment, we're obviously in a relationship setting here, so it's mutual. It's bringing in that mutual joy, mutual fulfillment, creating it and celebrating it. Okay, this is yeah, this is personal joy, but also joy within probably a relationship or something. This is great successes that we are working towards, our happily ever after. Now, it doesn't show up this week. This is telling us that as we are willing to give up some things in our life, make some adjustments in our life, start seeing more so that even that, seeing ourselves being productive, seeing ourselves filled with energy, vitality, going after our dreams, our goals, it automatically shifts our gears. It automatically raises our energy, our vibration. In order to do that, we have, oh my gosh, then the epiphany comes, the aha moment comes, the Ace of Swords appears. So as you're starting to think about what do I really want, what are my intentions, you get that aha moment, you get that epiphany, because you're throwing all kinds of ideas in that bucket, and something comes out of that, of something that you really want to work towards. It could be something small, it could be something huge. I'm thinking more huge because of the Ten of Cups there. But maybe you find if, you just had a little bit more happiness or joy in this part of your life, the rest of it would just flow with it. Okay, overriding this energy is the Death card. Everybody's getting strong energies, but I'm telling you, Sag, this is beautiful energy for you to really propel yourself forward. Be your own catalyst towards your future. We have the Death card here for our overriding energy. This is about letting down the walls. This is about allowing yourself to be real, authentic, letting your self-expression shine, lead the way. I really get self-expression to be very strong here for some reason. The joy, the laughter, and creating it. And you've got the power, you've got the magic to create that. But you need to get rid of the cloak. You need to drop the weapon. You need to stop keeping yourself in this kind of protection or this chrysalis kind of energy. Okay, you want to break through. You want to start, like the butterfly, exercising your wings. As you exercising your wings, that cocoon breaks open. Okay, it's when all that blood circulates in your wings and make them stronger and stronger and stronger. Really, this is kind of an energy. I mean, let out your inner child. There we go. The self-expression, the inner self-expression needs to be utilized again to feel the freedom, to feel the liberation of what we want to step into, about controlling and having and we really can't control anything in our lives, but that feeling of controlling a destiny towards our happily ever after. Supporting all this energy is the Queen of Wands. So it's about being enthusiastic, being a little risk-taking. Be careful with the risk that you're not overindulging or overdoing, because she does have a tendency to overindulge at times. And she's not overindulged. I shouldn't say overindulge. I should say taking a too big of a risk. Okay? So it's about finding a common ground where you feel comfortable by boosting your self-worth, by boosting your confidence, by prioritizing you, allowing your creativity to shine, Sag. Okay, let's see. How does our week begin? Our week begins walking into it, dreaming of the things that we want to bring into our life. We have the Page of Pentacles showing up here. The Page of Pentacles Okay, a couple of things about the Page of Pentacles we're going to look at, of course, is there's a mountain in the background. That means great successes, okay? And we can just see the tip of the mountain. So we don't really know how big that mountain is yet, but we know that there is some sort of prosperity or abundance or love as we are, good health and well-being as we go forward here. Now, we hold this pentacle, okay? The pentacle is obviously way oversized. And so we know that it's about growing our dreams bigger than life. Okay, and don't worry about how you're going to get there. Okay, it's not about strategy as much as it is structure. And I got that from one other reading too. So maybe it's your moon, maybe it's your rising, maybe it's your sun that has that message as well for you. You get this double whammy energy. Okay, it's going to take passion, it's going to take courage. This is new beginnings we want to step into. And it's about dreaming of the possibilities of our tomorrow. When we start dreaming of our possibilities tomorrow, all of a sudden it comes, oh, hit a wall. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I definitely don't have the energy. And so we need to investigate our lives in some way to understand where we are utilizing our time, our resources, our vitality, and where we're wasting it, where we can redirect it for a more positive value in our life, more support, more dynamics to move us forward in the way we want. Okay, that's when we start to picture our happily ever after. Okay, that's when we start thinking, I'd really like to step into this, and oh, if I did that, then I could do this, and eventually I could move over and I could add that to it, and oh, and it's going to take some time, but I could actually do this with it. And you start dreaming of the possibilities of what you want to do, and there comes in the aha moment, the epiphany, when you know exactly how to start this path, when you know exactly where you need to change the energy or move forward with certain energies. And I keep getting this self-expression, so it's a passion, it's a dream, it's a desire, it's a part of you, and in making something else a part of you or a representation of who you are. As we end the week, we've got the Page of Swords. Now, we might be a little bit serendipity here. We may be a little bit spontaneous. We could be very spontaneous. This is a highly spiritual card, so we will be talking to God, our angels, our guides. I think we're doing that throughout the entire week, actually, asking for the guidance to come in, the clarity, the understanding. But this is sometimes, we do something and we didn't really think it through. So try and think it through a little bit, please. But it's almost like you get that aha moment and this surge of maybe optimism or optimism, or there's this drive, or there's this boost in your confidence and what you can step into. And it could be very original, it could be very unique, or it could be something that's very tried and true, but you know what? It's because you're doing it, it will be original and unique. Okay, work and career. What do we got? Look at this, the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is one, we look back and we take credit for some of the things that we do in life, because all too often we don't take credit for really the magic that we bring out on a daily basis and enhance everybody's world because of it, including our own. Okay, the curtain is ready to drop here, obviously. Okay, so our past. So we're going to give that a little bit of attention. Okay, before that curtain drops, there's a little bit of light there. So candlelight, sitting in meditation, asking questions to God, your angels, the universe, spirit, your higher self. Here's the new moon, okay? And we know the new moon's a little ways away, but here's the new moon. We are starting to think about, as we go forward towards that new moon, of raising our potential, of seeing our potential, of raising the bar on our potential, of knowing that we can do more or be more or have more time or more energy to throw towards our goal, our dream, our desire, to make it something tangible, to make it something real, to bring it to life. Okay, so a very dynamic energy. And of course, if we go this way, we just get that, well, we could have an epiphany, an idea that really says, well, what am I capable of? And then you start looking at what you're capable of, and you look at what you normally put forward, and there's going to be a contrast there, and you're going to close that gap of that contrast if you look at how to do it while feeling the freedom, while feeling the liberation, because it's something that your inner child is going to celebrate, okay, as well. So we got love and relationships, the Nine of Pentacles. This is about growing it with safety, security, looking at, it's a 9 energy, so there might be some closure when it comes to our relationships or things about our relationships. So that could mean that you're moving. Okay, definitely it could be something like that. You've outgrown your home, whether it needs to shrink or it needs to expand. Depends on your path forward. It might be about getting rid of some of the things that have bogged down the relationship. So definitely we want some healthy dialogue going on here. But we do have the happily ever after. If you meet somebody, this could be a happily ever after moment for you. I'm telling you, somebody will walk your path the rest of your path with you. Yeah. And this could be not only, this could be a new best friend comes in, or a mentor, or it could be a lover that turns into your significant other, your spouse. Yeah, letting go of what's no longer working, or we just do it because, and maybe changing up your own routine together as a couple, or growing, creating some kind of joint project or something. Maybe it's redecorating the house or a room in the house, or taking some workshop together to grow a new connection within the relationship. Rest and recuperation. So you might be trying to figure out the dynamics of that too, with that card there, where you really have to understand that yes, there's you in the relationship and what you give in the relationship, but there's also you as the person. And do not shadow that person. Do not shadow your self-expression in order to make that relationship a little bit easier, more in harmony, but rather have some conversations about who you are out there and who you've become in the home. And it could be a contrast, and how you want to be more that person, because that person that you want to be is probably the person that they met a long time ago. Okay, in some of the relationships, I got that strong and clear. Okay, one more card. We're going to put it over our happily ever after, and it's the Two of Wands. Once again, we are summoning in. Now look at this. Okay, look at these cards. Okay, we just experienced a full moon last week, so the full moon is at our back. So there's our past, and this is our future. And what are we throwing up for our intentions of our happily ever after, our best life ever? Excellent, wonderful energy. I mean, do I think it's going to be an easy path? No, I don't think it's going to be an easy path. In fact, with these two cards here alone, I think that there's a lot of work. Even with this card here, a lot of work. You have to trust yourself. You have to act on that aha moment, that epiphany. You have to dream it big, bigger than life. And then once you have that idea, there's action that needs to happen. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.